guys, welcome back to another tutorial. We are going to make a shrug. For this I'm going to use 100% acrylic yarn, 3 ply and a crochet hook of 4 millimeters. I used up nearly 120 grams. This may change on your yarn and hook size and also the tension. You can see the layout. Measure the circumference of your upper arm. For me it was 13 inches and the length I wanted it to be 21 inches. As for the front and back panels, I measure across the shoulders. It was 18 inches and the height I wanted it to be 8 inches. Start with the slip knot and start making chains up to the circumference of your upper arm. To get this, you are going to measure around your arm. If you want the sleeve to be bigger, you can add more chains. The circumference of my upper arm was 13 inches, so I had to make 74 chains and 6 extra. So altogether I made 80 chains. Just make sure that you make an even number of chains. And 6 extra chains. After that, you are going to make a double crochet into the 7th chain counting from the hook. This is how it should look like. Next, you're gonna make 2 chains, and from the base you're gonna exclude 2 chains, skip those 2 chains, and into the 3rd you're gonna make a double crochet. Again chain 2, skip 2 chains, and into the 3rd place a double crochet. This is how it looks like. So you're gonna repeat this until you reach the start of this chain, and I'll meet you. I'm almost at the start, back at the start, so I'm just doing the final double crochets. After you place the final double crochet, you are going to turn your work. In case you get confused with how to turn the work, I'm just showing you. This is the way we were just working, and next you are going to just flip your work. After you turn your work, we are going to do the first double crochet a bit differently. For that, you're going to insert your hook through both loops, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So you just did like a single crochet thing. Then into the second loop, I hope you can see, into the second only you are going to insert the hook and pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through. This is going to give us a very straight double crochet. That is going to be the first double crochet in each and every row. So if it's too hard, you can just do the normal double crochet, but I think this one is better. After that, chain 2 and skip 2 chains. So into this one, right above this double crochet, you're gonna insert your hook and place your double crochet. So this is going to form the mesh like pattern. So again chain 2, yarn over, and into that double crochet, on top of the double crochet you're gonna place another double crochet. continue doing this. This is our second row of the sleeve, and I'll meet you guys at the end. I already have one sleeve completed, so I'm just gonna compare it. So as you can see, I have to crochet all these rows up. That is going to be the length of my sleeve. So if you want a shorter sleeve, you can crochet less number of rows. If you want longer, you can add more rows. I'm at the end of the second row of the sleeve, and I'm doing my last double crochet. In the last one, altogether you'll have 6 chains in that like half circle like thingy, and you have to count 3 chains. So you can see 6 chains. You're gonna count 1, 2, and into the third chain you're going to place your double crochet. That's how we end the row. After that, again you're going to turn your work and follow the same special double crochet that we did earlier. You're gonna insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops. Then into the second loop from your hook, you're gonna insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. I think this is called the standing double crochet, I'm not sure. Chain 2 and into the double crochet. Right on top of the double crochet, you're going to place another double crochet. You're going to continue making rows like this up to the length of the sleeve that you want. So for me it was about 21 inches. That means I did around 50 rows. This will change according to your preference. Once you are satisfied with the length and finished it off, that is going to be one of your sleeves. You have to make 2. Just for further clarification, I'm going to show you how I end the third row. So you are going to insert your hook, count to 3 chains. So altogether there are 4 chains now. You're going to insert your hook into the third chain like this and place the double crochet. You can go through both the loops. I'm halfway through the sleeve and this is what it's gonna look like. I just finished one ball of yarn and that was 25 grams. So I've managed to crochet up to 11 inches. I have to crochet like 10 more inches. So now I'm going to show you how I join the yarn. I'm gonna start placing the double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, and without finishing the double crochet I'm gonna drop the yarn in and grab the new yarn. After that I'm gonna place it behind like this and then continue my double crochet with the new strand of yarn. After that I'm going to continue the pattern for a little further. Chain 2, insert your hook, place the double crochet. After that I'm going to stop the work and place a few knots. So there is this thing called the magic knot where you can use it for joining yarn, and it is a very strong type of knot, so you can use that too, but here I'm just using a normal knot. Make sure that you make it very secure. Place 3 or 4 knots and then you're gonna hide the yarn using a darning needle. Once you are happy with the length, you are going to leave a long tail in case we need that to sew. And you're gonna cut the yarn and pull that yarn strand out like this. And that is how you are going to end your panels. These are my front and back panels. So these two panels are also same as the sleeves. Measure from one point from your shoulder to the other point, from left to right. You're gonna measure it. So for me it was 18 inches across, and I crocheted rows up to a height of 8 inches. Now we have to sew the panels together, but we must have an opening in the middle so that we can insert our head. So it's going to be 10 centimeters for me. You can make this opening wider or smaller as you prefer. I finished marking the rows. You don't have to do that, but I'm just doing this for the clarity of the video. I'm sewing the two panels now, the front and back. I'm joining them using a darning needle, and to join the two panels you can use any method you know. I'm using the the whiplash method. Is it? I'm not sure about the term, but basically I'm just sending my darning needle through the back loops of both sides. This is how it's gonna look like once joined. That is my right side, or the correct side. The one that you see now is my wrong side. You are free to decide which side is the correct side and the wrong side. For me, this side, I decide this side to be my wrong side. Likewise, you're gonna join the other two sides and get the two panels connected. Let me show you an overview. So these are the sides that I joined just now. This is the front and back panels. It's the sleeve. So we have to sew this part to the panels on both sides. After that, we are going to fold this whole piece in half and sew the seams of the sleeve, the side sleeves. Sides of the sleeves. I'm sorry, I don't know the correct terminology. Now I'm joining one sleeve to the panels. This is how you do it. You're gonna fold the sleeve in half and find the middle of the sleeve and keep it aligned with the panel's center. I just finished joining one sleeve and I'm going to complete the rest. So remember, we have to sew in those two panels of the other side and then sew the sleeve, and I'll be back. I couldn't wait until I finished the piece. So here you can see me trying it out. I was so excited to wear it. So this is going to be helpful for you to get an idea of what we are doing. So this is so far what we have done, and now we have to sew the sides. Before we finish off, this is a quick summary. So this is what we sew together so far, the two sides, the sleeves, and now we are going to fold this in half. So remember, the wrong side is upwards now. Now this is the correct side. When you fold it, you'll get the wrong side. I'm going to sew the two pieces. So you are going to sew all the way through the sleeve on both sides like this. You can use the same stitch, the same method to join the two sides, and I'll meet you guys. Okay guys, now the shrug or the sweater, arm warmer, whatever the thing you want to call this, it's complete. And I was very happy to have this completed. I think I worked on this for about 2 to 3 days because I work on it on and off. but probably you can complete it within 10 to 12 hours, I think. Depends on your speed and your level. Since this is just a one stitch pattern, it's very easy. You don't have to think about anything, just the sizes of the panels of the rectangles that you want. Basically 4 rectangles. All you need is 4 rectangles and just sew them together. I'm showing you how the stitches looks like in the correct side. So if you don't like that look, you can just turn it inside out again and wear the wrong side upwards. Wrong side according to my definition. And this is the finished piece. So I hope you guys have learned something from this video and it was easy for you. And this is me trying it out. Initially I thought the sleeves were a bit tight for me, but I thought it was better like this. It's just fitting for my arm, and the size near the wrist also, it's okay. I was so amazed to see this piece finished, and yeah, happy. As always, thank you for watching this video. You can tag me on Instagram and support me on my coffee shop. I will meet you guys in my next tutorial. Bye bye.